Whew. Will you put it over there while I trip over it now? I'm the little Gage out here picking all this stuff up for me. Ugh. Morning, James. Morning, Henry. Morning, Fred. Morning, everybody. Back out here working shed, cabin, whatever you want to call it. Oh. Well, I thought I had it up on my little. Well, that didn't work down there. Daggone. You sucker, Bill. Well, got it too far down. It fits snug, that's for sure. Had a little piece holding it up, but it fell off. Now I got it cockeyed in a bind. Mother scrudger. Where'd my whew, finally. I'm not going to tighten it all the way up. Had that in a little snug, y'all. Woo! Huh. I have one underneath to holding it up, but it broke. Yeah, that one gave me fits. Bring the other side up a little bit. You know, when you get them things in there cockeyed, that's what happens. I had a little ledger over there, but guess I didn't have it in there good enough and it broke. It's big old screws. They're bigger than a 16 penny nail. Costs about 3 times as much as a 16 penny nail too. I'm gonna put a board in each middle of each one of them, keep them from bowing or twisting. Look at that hawk right there. See the hawk up there? Sitting right on that pine tree right up there. Can y'all see it there? Let me see if y'all can see it. The hawk sitting right up there. Be zooming in. See the hawk now? See it on that limb? That's a hawk. He's looking at me too. He might be trying to get me. Whoo! Y'all see that hawk up on that tree? Hey there, Jeff, Jacob, this guy. Yeah, yeah. Angelica wants some chickens. That sucker there is waiting, looking at me. Just sitting on that. I seen it when it flew up there. Yep, that's a hawk. Don't see them. Don't usually have them that up close with me anymore. I mean, I've had them close before, but that's been a while. That's a big old hawk. That sucker tear a chicken's butt up. I'm gonna go back. Oh, he flew down right out yonder. He's on the ground right out there. Wonder if he got something out there dead. No, there he goes over there now. Up on that limb way over yonder. I'm gonna put a board in between each one of these all the way up through there. Then I'm gonna come back and put another 2x12 all the way around it. I'm gonna put brick there, some more, one in between them two, one in between them two. Whew. Trying to build it pretty heavy. Hello there, Coco Crisco or yeah. How's everybody doing today? Sitting here working on my shed, cabin, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be heavy duty, whatever it is. These for the people don't know, these is true 2x12s, true 2x12s. Everything there you see is 2x12s. I don't know. Joker, he's right over there flying back and forth. He's something out there. Might be trying to get a squirrel. House squirrels here. Yeah, I believe time I put another 2x12 onto that. And before I cut my floor joist on the other side, I think I'm gonna put a 2x12 in the middle there all the way down and make it a 4x12. I don't know. Yeah, and I wish he was here because he could pick all these chunks up I got. Yeah, that hawk is sure squirrel hunting. That's what he's doing. That or a rabbit out there somewhere. Got some high weeds over there. Could be a rabbit out there. He's done went in the hole. He's waiting for it to come out. But what was I saying? Oh, all these little cut off chunks. He's gonna be busy. I hope my wife takes off tomorrow. I don't know. I hope so. Anyway, he's gonna be busy, and he'll love that picking up all these chunks. He'll like that. Yeah, he them rabbits go in them holes and stuff, or up and under something. He can't get to it, but as soon as that joke comes out in the open, that hawk will be on him like flies on crap. I've seen them hawks eat some pretty good sized animals, actually. Yeah, I guarantee you. Because I see now that's going to be they got chickens down the end of the road here, which is not that far. They got a bunch of chickens, and we was just down there the other day, and they hadn't said nothing about a chicken hawk eating their. Uh, I call them chicken hawks, whatever you want to call them. Uh, Red tail hawk, whatever. We got them too, and uh, they might be all red tail hawks. I don't know. I'm not a bird expert, but I know a hawk when I see it. But anyway, they hadn't said anything about their chickens coming up missing. I know their dog. They have a big German police dog. It got a hold of a coyote the other day, and it didn't kill it at the moment, but it tore its front leg off. So, needless to say, it went out there, and the rest of the pack probably got it. It's a dog eat dog world. But I don't think the coyotes will be coming up there around him anymore. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We do have, we guess we have, we have moles here. Uh, I'm sure we have groundhogs too. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, they hadn't got none of theirs as far as I know. Man. Yeah. Well, just about got half of it done. Well, I got to go. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go in and put braces in between each one of them trusses there, right in the middle, all the way up it. Just help strengthen it, keep it from twisting. Think so. I'll probably be back cutting on my meal Saturday. Probably. I got enough to do that side. Uh, I heard some kids hollering over. I was just looking. Uh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2 by 12, 10 foot long. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 10 footers. 1, 2, 3, 4 8 footers to go around the edge. And it's going to throw my walls off, but I'm planning on putting 2 by 6 walls up anyway. When you put 2 by 4s, you lose room inside your house. By me putting that other rim on there, that's going to be 4 inches wide, using 2 by 6. If I do it right, I still won't lose 2 inches on the inside. So it's the way I'm going to build it. It may not be the correct way, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Okay, what? Okay, what do we got here? Ha! Yeah, I won't have no Raptors up. That's for sure. The Raptors going to be on down the line there. Think I need them braces in the middle of each one of them? I don't think it. I don't think it ain't gonna hurt to put them in there, but I don't think it just absolutely got to have it in there. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna put them bricks in between each one of them bricks, so that's gonna that's not going to be about a 4 foot span there. That 2 by 12. I mean, that's 2 by 12, a real 2 by 12. That's going to stouten it up. I don't think you can break that, but just saying. Like I say, I tell everybody, I'm not a carpenter. I dang sure ain't a house builder. Uh, I guess maybe when I get through with this one, I could say I was one house builder. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That they probably would have. Yeah, a lot of people. I watch a lot of people. They don't even build with 2 by 12s. Now I wasn't gonna put 2 by 10s in between them in there. This guy, I was gonna just like get my maybe some 2 by 8s and cut them and put in the middle of each one of them. Uh, just something keep it from if in case they want to twist or whatever. I don't know. No, it don't. I ain't no house builder. I measured each one of them into the center from because I measured from outside, so it's going on from outside is 24 center, 24 center, 24 center, all the way down. Now I'm going to have to put one in between the last one down there, about that far, because I guess because of the way I measured it. But anyway, it's going to be fall on that them 2 by 12 going right in the middles, 24 inch, right there in the middle of each one of them is going to be how you if I put whatever I put on it, either OSB or I might put 2 by 2 inch flooring on it that I cut myself. Uh, that this guy mentioned that yesterday. That'd be a hell of a beefy floor. I promise you. If I put but I can mix them like 2 by 8s, 2 by 10s, 2 by 12s, back and forth. However I want to do it. I mean that you put 2 by 2 inch flooring on there. That's going to be one stout. Hell, I could park my tractor in there. This dimension here is a 16 by 20, which this guy right because I mentioned the 16 by 40. I'm gonna start out with this 16 by 20 first, and then I'll probably go another 16 by 20. And hell, I might all do it all at one time. I don't know. Uh, I'm just building. I ain't no telling how big I build, but I'm trying to get something. I'm trying to get this built in the dry and everything, get it insulated and everything. I need to put insulation in the floor, stuff like that. So might have to build this size to start with. Yeah, I cut every bit of this wood, and that's the reason why this guy had a great idea on the 2 inch lumber, or well, 2 inch stuff on the top. I can cut it myself, and 2 inch would be really stout. You know, be a whole lot better than 1 inch. And 2 inch stuff don't tend to it don't bow and stuff as much as 1 inch stuff does. And I text my boss this morning asking him about some oil and diesel, like stuff like that, where I could treat that, before. Uh, I'm not, no, I'm just going to treat that right there and I'll be done with it. I'll start building on top of it because your treated lumber that you build with from Lowe's or Home Depot or any other store is not dried. It's just as green as that right there. Maybe even greener because they soak it in that dip you know, to treat it. I'm telling you, you just go low and rake your finger across that wood that they got. And this won't dry as fast as if you put it out in the open. So I was doing some watching YouTube on some professional builders, and a lot of people are building their foundation with green lumber. And as long as it don't dry too fast, it don't shrink as much. When you put too much heat on it too fast, it shrinks more. Out in the sun all the time. This is going to be covered up, and it'll eventually dry. Uh, I was watching one of these big time builders built some stuff inside the house out of green lumber, and it's been 15 years, but it's inside and it still ain't dried to the to the correct moisture, but it ain't shrinking either. It's drying slowly, and it's going to shrink just a tad, but not as much if you do it quick. Kill dry actually hurts your lumber, but that's another story. Yeah, that's true. This guy, that's true. Got to compensate for that, but I guess I'll learn as I go. And I've watched people build whole cabins with green lumber, and 2 or 3 years later, they do another video of it, and it, you know, really had much changed at all. Uh, when you go to putting that thin stuff, now it's going to dry quicker. You build a porch and you don't have no cover over it, and you put 1 inch lumber on it, and then summers we have around here, that sun beaming down on it, it's going to dry it a lot quicker. And it's off the ground, wind's getting under it, and it's just it dries a little too quick. But anyway, well, like I say, I'm not a professional, so you know. I hear you. Yeah. Shoot, I'm an old man with an old man's body. Shoot. Uh, but I'm going fairly fast. I'm and see, hey, this guy that the outside 2 by 12. I cut every one of them exactly 12 inches. You know what I'm saying? But them joists inside, I didn't. I just cut them off. The length I needed. Some of them was a half, maybe a quarter or eighth or something like that. Like 12 1/4, 12 3/8. I just put them on there like that because you can't see on the bottom there. But some of them is down just a tad. But that ain't gonna. You ain't building nothing there, so that ain't gonna make no difference. It's like they're smooth on the top. They're even on the top. So that sped me up too. But all these outside joists there, I had to cut them all down. Uh, to 12 inches where you wouldn't have because you couldn't level it up like that. Yeah, look here. Yesterday, I go home every evening and I'm so daggum sore. My muscles hurting I didn't even know I had. I'm like, dang, where'd that come from? I had a cramp in my dang ankle down there yesterday. I ain't never even had a cramp there. I didn't even know it was the muscle there. And that thing was cramping and I couldn't get it out because I mean, it's nothing but bone there. I'm like, woof. But anyway, that's all right. I'm gonna work till the day I die, so I ain't got no quit in me. My daddy didn't have no quit in him either, so uh, yeah, it is this guy. It's the best thing you can do. Uh, when I stand a long period of time, though, my legs they don't wear out, but they get to burning, like tingling. I don't know. I can sit down for a little while and they all right. Then I get back up and get started again. One thing I'm gonna have to put this. Can't take the pistol out live, but I'm gonna put this pistol out of my pocket. It weighs about 20 pounds. Put it over in the truck. This guy, do you think, your opinion, do you think I need to go ahead and put another 2 by 12 around on the outside, all the way around it? What do you think? Your honest opinion. So you think, yeah, I mean, now if that was maybe 2 by 8s stuff, Because you see a lot of people doubling them outside when they building was store bought lumber, and people does realize the 2x8 from for any box store that you buy ain't but 7 1/4 wide. You know, a 2x12 ain't but 11 1/4 wide, inch and a half thick. So, you got to look at that too. It's you're building with a lot smaller dimensional lumber from a box store. So if you're building with, I've seen a lot of people build their joists out of 2x8s, everything out of 2x8s. Well, yeah, I would double that too, because you ain't got but an inch and a half by 7 1/4. Ain't much more. My 2x6s, well, actually, it ain't if you think about it, because you're losing the thickness and the tallness. So my 2x6 is nearly as strong as store bought 2x8s, and these are 2x12s. But I bet you if you measure that, it's probably a little bit over 2. Yeah, it's a little over 2. It was about 12 and 3/8, but I cut them all off with a skill saw. And these right here hadn't been cut. Well, well, dang it, I hate this little tape. It's about 12 and 1/8 there. But it ain't gonna matter. You ain't building nothing down there anyway. You can't see that under there. Yeah, this is all. It's all southern yellow pine. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yep, yep, yep. I mean, if you put another one all the way around it, it's strong. Whew, it'd look real straight. It'd be strong. Well, as everybody know that comes in here, I'm and also I was even going to go as far as every 48-inch truss there. I was going to put another one there and make it double. So on and so on. Do a wall, but I mean, my goodness, uh, you talking about that way right there? That's 20 foot. That block there is in the middle. There, let me see. I'll measure it for you. Well, I can't hold it. I'm gonna have to put it from the inside the block. Well, it ain't. It's about 9 in here. So if I put one more here, heck, it would be but a 4 foot span there. It's about actual 9 foot in between, because the a lot of it's still sitting on the brick. So if I put one more block in the middle, that wouldn't be but a 4 foot span that you got a true 2x12 sitting on. And then I'll put the block with the truss going that way. That way there will be sitting on it too. But I do think I'm gonna put a double in the middle. Yeah, I don't. We don't get snow. We don't get that much snow. And the other way, the blocks ain't. Oh, let me see, because it's I got the blocks running long ways, so you really ain't about 6.5 foot span this way, 6.5 this way. I don't know, you know, it's a lot of different ways. I want it to be built as heavy as I can do. Yeah, well, that's true too. That's true too. Yeah, it'll work out there, Fred. I can promise you, the time I get through running things through my head, it's gonna be built uh, really, really heavy. Well, it's just gonna be a regular, just regular house. Uh, regular stuff, icebox, stove, furniture, stuff like that. Yeah, I ain't got nowhere's on there. It's got a 10 foot span. Actually, because the width of the block's holding weight. So you got to go from the inside of each block to the other inside, because that's actually a real span that you ain't got nothing holding it up. So you ain't really got it. It's about a 9 foot span there, and a 6.5 foot span the other way. But I'm not doing much now, just nothing but wasting time, really. I went back. I ain't put nails in all. I went back and put nails. Put 16 penny nails. I got them big screws. They're bigger than a 16 penny. They're 14. 4 4s is what they are, 4 inches long. But I put two 16 penny nails in between there and there. And I'm gonna go back and put 2 nails in between each one. 16 penny nails. Yeah, this guy, I know a lot of people around here builds their foundation like that out of 2x6. And some of them was doubled and some of them wasn't. And 2x6 floor joists is there. I mean, you know, I'm probably gonna put a tin roof on it. Probably what I'm gonna do. So that's not gonna be that heavy. Make my rafters and put some 1 inch stuff up there to put uh my tin on. That tin don't weigh much. Yeah. Let me see. Might start on the other side, the other section. I got half of it done. Start on the other section. Probably here in a minute. Probably here in a minute, but I need to get low some of them 2x12. Huh. Oh, okay, this guy. But y'all get a lot of snow up there. Yeah, and imagine y'all snow is around that lake. May not be. I guess colder climate though. It's not probably not as wet as snow. But I know y'all get a lot of snow up there. Man, my phone is already world. Dang, I didn't even have the battery pack charger on. But anyway. Well, yeah. Let me see what I got over here. I think that's a 2x10 there. That's a 2x12. Got some up here. I got one here, 2x12. I got one there, and then I got some more under there. Got some more back over there too. May have to cut some more 8-foot 2x12s before I finish it because I don't want to cut my 2x10s. I don't want to cut them off. I mean, my 2x12 10-foot long, I don't want to cut. And I don't know if I got quite enough. Let me see. I don't think I got quite enough 2x12 8-foot long to do the whole backside. Because I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I probably do. I probably do got enough. All I got to do is get to it. This one right here I got on my tractor, it's a 1.5 inch. This one I cut. It's a 12 inch wide, but it's only 1.5 inch thick, and I've been cutting some pieces off of it. So I can't use it. I don't want to use that. Yeah. Yeah, we kind of get wet snow here too, but we don't get much of it. The water table here. Well, that's the thing about it here in Arkansas. When it's dry, it's deep. Water table is really deep. Uh, several feet deep. But in the wintertime, of course, I mean, it's still, it's going to be wet right on the top side because when it raining day, but it usually don't last long. And I had a 16x40 sitting in that exact same spot for nearly a year, and it didn't move any. Yeah, yeah. I wished I had your water drilling rig there, this guy, because I it's got a lot of gravel in this ground too, so the water actually, go through it pretty quick. I was digging around just on my some bricks back there with the shovel, and I didn't dig down 2 or 3 inches, and it wasn't nothing but gravel. I was like, dang, I didn't realize it was that much gravel in this ground, but it is a few gravel pits right here close. Yeah. Uh, I found out you ain't got to have perk test done in this particular county right here. Uh, it is. I found that out the other day. But right, everybody else has had perk test just right here beside me. Uh, well, down the road there, all the perk test is just been good all over this. Oh, I could. I don't know if I could do that with my tractor, but I don't think I could get water at 6 foot deep here. I don't think I can get water 6 foot here. I really don't believe I could because uh, it's a hole. It was a hole. It's a hole right back there that I ran my side by side off in. Somebody had dug at. They might have done a perk test here at one time. It was probably about 5 foot deep, right back yonder. Well, let me show you. Right back in there. I don't know, probably about 50 yards back there. Uh, it was about 4 or 5 foot deep, and it was wintertime, and it wasn't water then. So, I don't think you could get water here, even in the wintertime. I don't think you could get water even close to 6 foot deep. I think it's deeper than that here. Ain't nobody got no wells here. This guy. Nobody here. Everybody here's got city water. I don't know. Nobody here's got well water. They've all got city water. Uh, well water myself. No, ain't nobody out here's got. It's all city water. The water line just runs. Heck, the city water line is just right there on this side of that ditch. See that gravel road? On my side of the ditch, the city water line's running right there. Not far, just out there. Uh, but all that gravel right there, that road made up. Now my neighbor's just right down here on the right. He's got a hole dug a pond. He's going to dig a pond, and it's probably I don't know, probably 8 or 10 foot deep, and it's all gravel. I mean, it's solid gravel, and it ain't no. He never did hit water there. Yeah, I could. I guess I could do that, but I know we don't. You don't have to have a perk test done here to get city water on here. It's not a law here that you got to have a. It's not a code that you got to, or law, whatever you call it. It's not a law because people that got their, uh, they had a perk test done down the road here, and then they found out later they didn't even have to have a perk test done, for the septic tank and all, or to get city water on. They didn't even have to have a perk test done after they done got it done, had it done. I think it's about $1,000 to have a perk test done here. And same people does perk test does puts the meter in, and they don't tell everybody that it's not a law here because they want that money. So yeah. See, if I drill my own water here, I put my own septic tank and all that in, which I guess I could anyway. Oh, just by digging 6 foot. Well, I got a hole 6 foot deep right back yonder. I got a hole right back yonder, about it's 5, 6 foot deep, just right back there. I think the guy that I think it's somebody had this before had a perk test done right back there. I mean, it's a 6 foot hole back there. It looked like a backhoe dug it. I mean, I don't know why it would be there. Just, you know, I mean, I don't know why it would just be a hole that deep back there. Looked like it's done, uh, with a backhoe. But it don't even hold water in the wintertime. That water soaks right through this ground. I guess because it's got a lot of gravel in it. Oh, but I'm hoping first of the year we get city water here. I hate to pay $1,000 for that, but I guess I'm gonna have to. Cause now, when my daddy had his property before he died, he had 10 acres uh, over there between Holly Springs and Sparkman. We dug his well by hand, a tile well. I think we dug about 20 foot. I think it was about 20 foot deep before we hit water. We hit but they got springs all over, natural artesian well. They right across the road from his house, about 7,500 yards is an artesian well there. They they had a well tile there, what a well tile there to kind of preserve it. Water was coming out of the ground. Man, it was some of the best water. Get who had it tested. It was good water. But anyway, we dug. But this been, I don't know, 25 years ago. I was a lot younger. Me, my brother-in-law, my daddy dug his well, but with a shovel, not no mechanical stuff, and put wild well tile in it, and that was some of the best water I ever tasted. But we was digging it one day, and that boy, when we hit that vein, I mean that sucker it was coming in there, and his aunt uh, took a forked persimmon limb, and she went out there, what they call witching for it or wishing for it or whatever they call it. She could do it, and she was out there. I was there when it was done, and that daggum stick went to whoop whoop, drawing down every time she walk away from it. It'd come back up. She hit that spot, but she said, right there, you dig right there, and you'll hit water right there. Not very deep, and it was about 20 foot, maybe 15, 20 foot, and we hit a vein. Man, that sucker when we hit that vein, I mean, we had to come up out of there because that water's coming in there. Okay. So, uh, dowsing rod, yeah, yeah, they call it dowsing. Uh, People down here in the South, we call it witching or wishing or witching or whatever you want to call it. But a persimmon, she used a persimmon tree or limb, and 4, 5, 8, 50. What? Who are you giving a number for? What? What do you got a number going? What is the number for this guy? Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's the thing between you and Angelica about the wood graver kit or something. Uh, I wonder if you can send uh, your drilling rig by mail down here. I wonder if the UPS bring it to me. uh, but I drill my own well. If I was younger, if I was a lot younger, I would dig my own well here. Dig my own well by hand. And then we done that for my dad. Then my brother-in-law built a house up on the backside of the property, and we dug his well too. And his well, this is what was weird. He was up more on a hill than my dad was, and his well wasn't quite as deep when we hit the vein. She wished for it too when we hit that vein. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. If you ain't never dug a well by hand, it's amazing when you're digging it by hand. I mean, yeah, you know with a drill rig, you hit water, and all. But when you're doing it by hand, and you're in that hole, 3 foot, 36, about a 36-inch hole, a little bigger, and you hit that vein, a good vein, and that water, it's just like you turn a big water hydrant on, boy. I mean, that water was coming in there, and that well never did go dry. And we used it for. He had a big garden, you know. Uh, we used it pretty heavy, and it never did go dry. Dead summertime, but probably that same vein where that well was across the road. I know, Bill. Why is that? You would think at a little bit higher. It wasn't. He wasn't that much higher, but the elevation was a little bit higher, and we hit water quicker. You know, shallower than what we did with his. It's weird. Sure did. Okay, this guy. Uh, well, we got down to sand on that well, and we got down to some sand, real fine sand. And it was just a minute when we hit that sand, we hit that vein, and we went through a layer of like a gray clay. You know, I don't know, 3 or 4 foot, 5 foot of gray clay. It wasn't red; it was kind of a gray. It was different color, different kind of clay. Anyway, we went through it. We hit rock, gravel, for a long ways from the top down. We hit gravel. We were digging through gravel, and then we hit a gray clay, and then we hit sand. When we hit that sand, it wasn't but a foot or two. Man, we hit that vein, and it was a good one. It sure was. Oh, but anyway, ground the ground here is a lot different than the ground where y'all at, and everybody's got different. No, I mean that where my daddy lived. Now, this ground here's got a lot of gravel in it, so you know, yeah. Last winter when I had that skidder out here, I wasn't doing lives then or YouTube then, but I had a big 648 skidder, and right over yonder, I had some ruts about 4 foot deep because it was wet. It was wet. It's wet right over yonder. Not now, but them hoes, they don't hold water. They dried up. I never did hit water with that skidder, and I was about 4 foot deep ruts about this deep over there. Never did get stuck with the skidder, but I got stuck back there with my tractor right back yonder. Which that tractor's little old wheels look like daggone bicycle wheels, and but this ground actually drains good. And that ditch out there never does have water in it. I mean, it can rain for 3 or 4 days and have a little water in it, but it don't stay long. And I mean, there's gravel. You could actually see the gravel on top of the sand there. Heck, I probably don't need to buy no gravel from somebody. I just need something to dig my own gravel on my own land back here. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard people doing that. Huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I need some. I need a backhoe or something like that. So I need a backhoe attachment, but That's further down the road if I ever get one. I might just have to rent me one for a couple of days, but dang, they high. Okay, digging pools, yeah, making a new lake, huh? Uh, but I'd like to have uh, a backhoe, but I just I'm do what I got. I do is what I got right. But you can rent one. I think they're about I don't know, probably $300 or $400 a day. But I couldn't rent it for about a day. Oh, that's all. $85 a day. Well, shoot, hey, I think it's a lot higher than that here. Now I guess it's according to what size you get, you know, and who you get it from. You might get one. Oh, I know it is there because in a one day with a professional backhoe operator, but I promise you I can operate it. Uh, I could probably get what I need done about 350. Yeah, that's what I think. That's about what it is here, too. This guy about I think it's about that same here. The reason why I'm standing behind the camera, y'all, because I can't read the comments and in front of the camera too at the same time. Uh, but it's not. I mean, that's about. I think it's about 300, 350 a day here, and that's for like I call it a mini excavator or whatever you want to call it. It's not a really excavator, but it's not a real big one, but it'd probably do the job. Everything eventually fall in place. Be right back. I gotta. I would kind of miss running my mill the last couple of days. Yeah, I've been looking at that. This guy, a PTO driven. Yeah, you can get them pretty reasonable. What it costs you to rent one for 2 or 3 days, you could buy a PTO to put on the back of your tractor for probably less than that. I haven't eaten me a snack. Yeah, I know. I need one. Yeah, Eric, I'm building them. Yeah, cabin. Yeah, that's true. This guy, mine is going to end up being a cabin. Kind of what I'm leaning towards. That's the reason why I'm trying to build it pretty heavy. Then get back started working on it too. I done took a long enough break. I'm gonna get fired. Yeah, I'm gonna get fired if I don't get back started. Guess I had to fire myself. Well, you suck. I hate this tape. I hate this tape. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Well, it's exactly the same as them. So, well, another one. 2 by 12 in there, though. I can't cut them the same as them. I don't think I'm gonna put a double in there. I don't think it needs it. I'm gonna put another brick under there, though. Let me see what my dang. What crap? What the world? Phone done got dark. Okay. What? Okay. What do I got here? What was you saying, Bill? Can't. Yeah, I done thought about it too. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna put some rods in the ground and tie it down. All right. Let me. I got a decision to make here. Oh, decision time. Decision. Whew. You finna start on your furnace, putting it in, this guy? Dang, why is my phone so dark? What in the world? I can't read it. Huh. What happened to your car? Yeah, my dang phone is. I seen the video where you got it there, this guy. How many square foot is that supposed to do in a house? Is that a pretty good size unit you got, or what? Oh, you got a lot of work to do to it, huh? I got you. Is it big enough to do the whole your whole place? Oh, it's just okay, kind of like a backup. I got you. I got you. Hey, it ain't nothing. Everything. You always need a backup. But I think I'm gonna double that middle. Okay. Well, that's pretty good size BTU. That's fair size. I think I'm gonna double that middle that 20-foot span there. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm not gonna cut my floor joist yet. Yep, yep. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, okay. Yeah. So if it gets low wood outside, that thing will kick on and take up the slack a little bit. At least you won't wake up cold. Back in the day when I was a kid growing up, uh, look here, we didn't have central heat and none of that stuff. We used at one time I remember we used old pot belly. I call them pot belly cast iron heater, which it was a big heater. I mean, it was a super big and it was extra large. Uh, but we heated the house on that with that. So you didn't have some good round logs to put in there at night. It was always going to be cooler in the morning. But we got used to it. We'd all gang around the heater in the morning. Daddy'd be in there. He's like me, get up early, real early. He'd be up 3 o'clock in the morning. But we'd go in there and be standing by the wood heat. But things was a lot different. I'm 56. That's back when I was 6, 7, 8 years old. That was 50 years ago. So we didn't have all that fancy stuff. Then Daddy got a wood circulating heater. Still, had all and all that. Now that thing done good. It heated, had the little blower on the back. But still, houses back then wasn't insulated like they are now. Yeah, this guy, we our blankets on our bed was very thick. You hear me? Very, very thick. But you know what? Say people can say what they want. Now I can't handle it now. No, but I loved my childhood. You hear me? I loved my childhood. Uh, I love things. things was so much different back then, so much simpler. I wished I could turn back, time. It was it was nice back then. But now I get cold. I want that quick heat. That central heat or central air. Wasn't like that back then. We had a water what they called the water cooler uh, in the window. You put water in it. Looked like air conditioner, but you put water in it and it had a blower in there, and it actually it cooled pretty good. Water cooler, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I hear you there, this guy. Hey, things, shoot, we just don't realize the luxury we have now. 15 miles. So you was just born, raised right around that area. I got you. Uh, yeah, things was so much simpler back then. Things are so things got out of hand nowadays. People back 40 years ago, 50 years ago, they wish they had a this right here that I'm building mine. Not be going to be the best, but a lot of people didn't have that nice house back then. Yeah, yeah. It. We done got we spoilt. We all done got spoilt now. Uh, people lot people was happier and done a lot more. Was a lot less back in the day. You know, lot. You know. Yeah, yeah. That's true. Hey, I remember that old cheese. You know what? This guy used to go to. They used to go. I call it government cheese. They used to give it away. I think once a month. When we was a kid, we'd go up there and get that. Was some of the best tasting cheese that I've ever eaten in my life. I think they still do that now. It's been years and years and years, but I don't think it's the same cheese as what it was back then. That was some of the best daggum cheese. Oh my God, that was good cheese. Okay, well, I got you. Huh? That's pretty neat. Okay. Yeah, I hear you there, Bill. Yeah, my daddy was a logger, like people knows in here. Yeah, so logging. He had his own job, but still, logging was slow in the winter and stuff. So we always had what we needed, but things are just different. That y'all, my dang battery's about dead. I don't know why this charger ain't keeping it charged up. To get off here a little while, charge my phone up. My phone ain't as good as my wife's phone. I'll be back on here later, y'all. I'm gonna have to get off here before my phone goes completely dead. I appreciate y'all coming in here. We'll talk about all this again. Uh, no, we just off all week there for deer season. But my phone is going dead, so I'm at well, yeah, I ain't gonna work too daggum hard anyway. There's this guy, but my phone's going dead, and I don't want it to go all the way dead. I might have to put it in my truck and charge it. We'll catch all y'all later. Appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate everybody hitting the like button and all that good stuff. And I'll be back on my sawmill maybe in a couple of days. But I'm gonna get off here. Appreciate everybody for coming in. This guy, appreciate you and Bill. Telling me things that I need to and all that. Uh, but anyway, let y'all go. I'll be back later, maybe back on later. So everybody have a good day. All right, bye-bye.